The EMT class is located in room 1227 and taught by Ms. Steinberg. The Slamcast visited their classroom and asked some questions to see what it was all about.
The EMT class is basic pre-hospital care for transports that are called out. We provide basic life support like CPR, airways. We treat for shock and stuff like that. Maybe like someone has allergies, anaphylactic shock. We're trained how to use EpiPens and all that type of stuff. We're not really trained on how to use drugs, but we do provide like physical care. Like if a broken bone, we can splint it.
It's recommended that you take the first two health sciences, which is Health Science 1, Principles of Health Science, and the second one is Clinical Rotations, where you actually go into the hospital and assist nurses. You have to apply to get into this class, and you can get in from any of the other schools. Like I'm from Cinco, and I come here every day just to take this class. It's a pretty cool opportunity. It's through the Miller Career Center, so you send your application to them, and they put you either here or Morton Ranch, depending on how close you are to either school.
Like Health Science to Clinical Rotations, they go to the hospital and they get to follow nurses around and help them out. We actually go to the fire departments and to the ER, and we get to actually work on the patients and actually get a hands-on experience compared to clinical rotations, which is just a lot of observing.
So it's May, and that's Stroke Awareness Month. There's a mnemonic on how to see if someone's having a stroke, and it's FAST. So the F stands for face. If one side of their face is drooping, that could be an indication of a stroke. A stands for arms. If you'll ask your patient to raise their hands and they can't raise them equally, that could be another sign of a stroke. The S stands for speech, which is if they're having slurred speech or having trouble talking to you or not making sense, that's another sign. And then T stands for time, as in how long it's been happening, and also it stands for rapid transport, which is when you want to transport as fast as possible. And call 911, definitely.
Also, an ambulance visited 7 Lakes, and the students in the EMT class got a chance to simulate a real emergency and the proper treatment of the patient. They treated the patient with the following steps while the ambulance is driving to the hospital. First, they load the patient and conduct a primary assessment. Then, they fix any life-threatening ailments. Lastly, they conduct a secondary exam to see if there's any additional conditions to care for. And then they take the patient's vitals, including their pulse, blood pressure, respiration rate, and their temperature. Apply to the EMT class to join the fun.